Hi, I'm Michael. Welcome to my channel, Learn Real Estate 123. I thought I'd tell you a little bit about me and my journey in real estate so that I can help you with your journey and tell you a little bit about my background and how this all came to be. So, in 1998, I had a brand new wife, I had a baby on the way, and I needed a job. I was a former musician in the 80s rock and roll scene, and I'm a lead guitar player, and I really didn't think about how I was going to make money when I got married. But my mom was a broker, and I swore I would never do real estate. But again, I needed money. So off I went, I got licensed, and I went to work with Century 21 All Properties in Chatsworth, California, and off I went. In the beginning, I didn't really like this business very much because I thought, hey, I'm in a new business where I can help people and give over a knowledge base because I have a background in economics and maybe I'll be good at this. But what I noticed was my clients weren't really taking any of my advice and my counsel, so I started to feel more like a salesman and more like a used car salesman, as a matter of fact, than as a professional in business. And that really frustrated me. But again, now I had another child on the way, and I really needed to stay successful. I wanted to quit, I wanted to become a financial advisor, but again, I was making money, and okay, so I was in the business. At that point, I switched companies and I went to Coldwell Banker, and things started to change for me as my knowledge base started to increase, as I started to learn the things I needed to do to be an effective realtor. But I realized there were things that were happening that were outside my control that were affecting my deals, and I didn't want that to happen because I needed the money. So if an appraisal would come out low, I learned how to do appraisals. If a lender dropped the ball, I learned how to do loans. Then I taught myself economics, and I taught myself about bonds and stocks and annuities and trading and how each of the markets affected each of the markets so that I could give more over to my clients other than just a salesman. And the frustrating part was nobody listened to me. I always heard what my dad said and my mom said, and my investors weren't listening to me, and it was very, very frustrating until I had an epiphany. I was going to make a deposit with my financial advisor, and I'll never forget this because it was like a blinding white light. And it was like, okay, so he's paid on commission, I'm paid on commission. He doesn't know anything more about stocks, bonds, and annuities than I know about real estate, hence the $10,000 he just lost me. His license isn't any easier or harder to get than my license, and yet, from the public's perception, he's a professional, and I'm a salesman. But that's backwards, because I help people with the largest part of their portfolio. So the obvious question was, why does the public perceive the real estate agent the way they do? So I quit. I took 3 months, took a step back, looked at the entire business to see what was wrong with it, and we'd be here for 5 days if I told you everything that I personally thought was not working well in the real estate business. So I changed it. I revamped my model, and I started to learn and learn and learn. And one of the things I found out was I seemed to be pretty good at giving it over to people. So that helped a lot. And when I changed my model to a more educational approach, then things really took off. And I started doing things like mentoring and coaching and speaking on panels and being a guest speaker and teaching and giving over what I had learned and what was blessing me. And again, my career just kept building and building. And I started realizing that I actually looked at residential real estate different than other people. And in that, now all of a sudden, I had the opportunity to represent new construction tracks. That was career altering, and it taught me so much. And then I met a couple of investors, and I started teaching them. They started teaching me. And then I met a couple of developers, and I helped them develop from the ground up. And then I met a couple of builders, and they started asking my opinion about what color and what finishes and what tile and all these things. because I seem to have an eye for those kind of things, and maybe that's from my music career and my background as an artist. But I loved it. And all of a sudden, I found myself loving real estate. And what I really love most of all is helping people and guiding them, and especially when they don't think they can accomplish it. So that has just been amazing. It sings to my personality. So that's why I'm here, to help anyone who wants to buy a home, sell a home, invest in real estate, other realtors, brokers, anyone and everyone who's interested in real estate, about anything involved in real estate. Learn real estate. 1, 2, 3. So I hope you liked the video. Thanks for watching. Like the video. Leave a comment. Join the channel. And I'll see you next time.